Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. In this one, we are going to be going over and commentating some more of the new Nightmare Cup. And yeah, we're going to be showing off some more battles with an Ultra Friend from the International PvP Discord. I hope you guys enjoy these. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. I really do appreciate it. We just hit 200 subscribers, so I heavily appreciate that, guys. I'm really enjoying producing videos for you all. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into these battles. Alright guys, welcome to the battle portion of the video, and here we are going to be facing off against Light Triad. Like I said, from the Discord. And yeah, we're just gonna be running the same team as last video, but we also are going to be running other things like Gallade. I don't know what else we're gonna be running, but we'll see here. Alright, so first, Drapion versus Spiritomb in the opening matchup. This is fine. All the Dark Poisons will do very well against Drapion, and we don't even need to block here. The point of Drapion is to not waste shields. It's to eat damage while getting off those really fast Aqua Tails because of the fast energy gain you get from Infestation there. So as you can see, we took it out with no shields. And next comes in their Shiftry, so we're going to be doing super effective damage with the Infestation, being super effective against Bug. And we chip it down to about half health there with those Aqua Tails. And now we're going to switch into Toxicroak to do super effective damage. He brings in Zazu, so we're going to switch it right into Alolan Raichu. This is a very positive matchup, but we do have to block those Ominous Winds, because those will be doing super effective, as Psychic is weak to Ghost. And here we're just going to keep getting off these Thunder Punches because Alolan Raichu is just a monster like that, and it has extremely fast charging moves like Thunder Punch, costs very little energy, and yeah, that's the game there. So we're gonna be doing quite a lot of battles here, guys. I hope this isn't too long, but yeah, this is like the kind of practice I do. I love doing like these long, very long battles. I find it really fun. And I love to improve. I love to get better. I love to practice strategies. And yeah, he switches into the Shiftry there, and I switched into Alolan Raichu. I shouldn't have done that, but I wasn't expecting this to come in. It is weak to Drapion's Infestation, so I was expecting something like a Toxicroak to come in, but that was not the case. But it's okay, we take it out there with Toxicroak, and now we have a Mud Bomb charged, ready to go on this Spiritomb. He's not going to block, that's fine. We're going to need to block this Ominous Wind if we want to make this, turn this into a positive matchup for us. We're going to force some shields out, finally, from Toxicroak, from Spiritomb, I mean. And we're going to finish this off while charging enough energy for one more quick move. Charge move, I should say. And we're going to put that right on his Hitmonchan, and he doesn't block, so this is looking alright for us. He's going to have to block that Aqua Tail, but we do, in fact, have enough HP to survive this Fire Punch. And we're going to finish the game off here with an Aqua Tail. So GG's, those two games. Yeah, I really like this lineup, guys. It is really fantastic. Its only big weakness, again, is probably another Toxicroak mirror match. If you're not safe with this lineup, you could get swept by Toxicroak just charging a bunch of energy and getting off a few of its ground charge move. Yeah, here they lead Alolan Raticate. One I have not tested out yet because I don't like how it's 4 times weak technically to fighting. But here it's a negative matchup, but it is a positive one if we use shields, I believe, because the Aqua Tail does beat out the Hyper Fang, and we actually are able to force a shield there, so that's really good for us. But he does have the energy, as you see right now, to get off the Hyper Fang, so we do unfortunately have to block that, and he brings in Spiritomb again, so I'm okay with this. One shield scenario against Spiritomb is actually, it can be positive for certain of the fighting types, specific fighting types for that matter. But here we decided to let our Toxicroak faint, and we have a Alolan Raichu to come in, charge some energy, and we do have one more shield. But it is a Shiftry in the back, so yeah, this is GG for us. Yeah. It's going to be resisting that due to its grass typing. Grass resists electric moves. So yeah, that was a smart play to have Shiftry in the back. Because Shiftry is one of those Pokemon that just does a majority of its damage through shields. Like the Confusion users. Like, you don't really need 2 shield. And they never even are allowed the chance to shield usually. Like, if it's like a Confusion user against, I don't know, let's say, what's a good example? I guess like a Toxicroak, obviously. Obviously, they won't even have a chance to shield. So, it's really good to have those strong quick moves that do damage, because if you have those on your team and they are able to do damage through the shields, then your opponent will have shields for no reason, essentially. You won't even need to apply shield pressure because all your damage is going to be done through the shields, essentially. If that makes any sense. Yeah, here we are. He's choosing his team, and we're going to jump right into this again. So I lead Drapion once more. He leads Skuntank. This is actually a bad matchup for us, but we're going to stay in just because we do not want to allow us to get switch locked. I'm huge on not being switch locked. Like, I absolutely hate it, and I don't think it's the best play in most scenarios. But in this one, we are actually able to kill the Skuntank because he doesn't use any shields. But if it does use shields, then we lose. Now it's Toxicroak versus Shiftry. He has to swap out immediately to Spiritomb. So we're going to try to get some shield pressure there, and he does use a shield. So that's fantastic for us. We're going to also use a shield on that Ominous Wind, hoping he doesn't get that boost there. And he's actually going to shield another charge move from our Toxicroak. And we're going back and forth on shields here, guys. I believe our Toxicroak comes out on top. Yes, it does. And its last Pokemon is that Shiftry, and this is an easy cleanup. So GG there, Toxicroak. That is the power of Toxicroak, guys. It's able to annihilate any of like the dark poison types. It's able to absolutely farm Shiftry. It can even beat Spiritomb in a shield scenario. Now here again, we have another bad matchup. Pretty even, but based on PV poke, we do actually lose this if we both use shields. He switches into that Poliwrath with Mudshot though, so we're gonna switch into Raichu at the last second. We know we're gonna resist that due to our Psychic typing. That is a Legacy submission though, I think. He's able to get one more off. We don't need to block that. And now we are looking pretty good here. But he does bring in that Spiritomb, so all that energy we just built up kind of went to waste. Not really, though, because we do have Drapion here with some Aqua Tails. Yep, we have 2 of them. Absolutely fantastic. We do force a shield. And look at that, we almost have another one. So as you guys can see, Drapion is just nasty, guys. Like, and here I switch into Toxicroak because I want to preserve some of that health. And here he comes into with Skuntank. I knew he was going to do that. That's exactly why I switched out. And we do have the shield advantage, so that's going to be an easy game to finish off. That's all he could really do there. He just had to make that switch to attempt to bait a shield, but it wasn't enough. Toxicroak was quite the force there with shields. His win percentage when he has shields is super high in this meta, I believe. Same with like Raichu, and I'm guessing Drapion's must be pretty high also. Here we have a negative matchup. Drapion versus Mudshot Poliwrath, so we decide to stay in though. We could have switched out, but we're gonna go for a Sludge Bomb here, and he does eat it. which is nice. He probably thought it was an Aqua Tail. This time we're going to go with an Aqua Tail, and he does shield. So we got the shield bait perfectly there. We got the mind games. Now we're going to bring in a Alolan Raichu to finish up this Poliwrath. He does get off one submission before he goes out, but we are farming a bunch of energy now. And we're going to barrage him with T-punches. That's one. That's two now. Doing some really nice solid damage. I guess you can see there pretty much just... Yeah, it just KO'd that Skuntank. And now his last Pokemon is Mr. Mime. So this is not looking good. Toxicroak's in the back. And yeah, that's GG. We just kept using the same lineup against him and kept putting Toxicroak in the back. So eventually he was going to put a Psychic type there in the back to make sure he wins. We got way too predictable. I wanted to try to get him switch locked, but it wasn't happening. I guess people won't hold their nerve when they see a Toxicroak and they're like, if I switch into a Toxicroak, lots of people won't switch immediately into a Confusion user, which I find odd. Because that's the point of the switch lock, you know? Like, it's gonna die so quickly, your Toxicroak, and you're gonna be able to lock them in. Yeah, here we got Alolan Raichu versus Gallade. We eat that Thunder Punch, and that did a ton of damage, but he also eats that Leaf Blade. So we're gonna win that matchup. And here he brings in a shiny Xatu. Pretty nice. And our Gallade goes down, but now we are going to bring in our Muck. We don't block that because it's not going to be not very effective. And we're going to just save energy here. And now we're going to hit that Lucario with Acid Spray to lower its defense. And we're going to switch immediately into Xatu. We're going to block that Power Up Punch just to preserve some health. And it's over anyways. It's Lucario with a lower defense. That's going to fall extremely quickly. Yeah, he does get the last second Shadow Ball off, but we do have the shield left over to take that win. I really do like Muck, guys. Muck with that Muck with its utility Acid Spray is really good, especially as a closer, because it can just Acid Spray the opponent and then it can use its Dark Pulse and have an easy cleanup. But now we are up against Skuntank. We hit it with an Acid Spray. We burn a shield, and we do decide to shield here so that we can get off a Dark Pulse. And does he block it? I think he does. Oh no, he doesn't. So see, Muck was able to take that purely because it lowered its opponent's defense. And now we have Gallade back in here against Raichu. They're going to block that Leaf Blade. Smart move. We're going to block this Thunder Punch though, because we can beat Alolan Raichu to another Thunder Punch. And that Leaf Blade is going to KO. So Leaf Blade is a really strong move. And if you can get close combat off, that's even better. So yeah, here is our Xatu against Lucario, and we do take that. I really thought he was going to get to a Shadow Ball before I got to Ominous Wind, so that was pretty nuts. And now, I don't know, all these lineups I'm running I really enjoy. They're really fun using. I haven't tried like Skuntank that much. I haven't tried Hypno once, even though I do have a Legacy. Not Shadow Ball though, it's Psyshock. But anyways, he had a favorable matchup there against me with Lucario, but he decided to switch into Toxicroak. So we're going to switch into Alolan Raichu because we know we're going to be able to beat it eventually to charge moves. But we're going to have to burn both shields doing this. And we go for a little bit of an extra energy farm. We're going to lag a little bit here. And yeah, he's going to let that faint, so that's good for us. And here comes his Raichu. We're going to opt to go with Thunder Punch there. We should have just charged up to Wild Charge, but I kind of want to bait a shield. But it's fine because we still have Drapion and Toxicroak. We're going to hit it with the Aqua Tail right here. It's nearly... Yeah, it went down there. Now his Lucario comes in. But... Ooh, we almost had the Aqua Tail. It was real close. But yeah, we have a positive matchup there. Toxicroak will annihilate a lot of the fighting types, including Lucario, because it's weak to fighting, because of the fact that it has that steel steel typing along with its fighting typing. Now we got Drapion versus Lucario, another bad matchup. Um, and he's resisting those infestations because he is part fighting. I believe fighting does resist bug moves. Maybe it's steel, I forget, to be honest. I should probably know, but it's okay. We forced both of his shields, and now we have a free Lucario to kill. We are going to block this, thinking it was going to be a Shadow Ball, and it was, so that was a really smart block. He switches into Alolan Raichu. I don't think that was the best option, because now it's just going to get wiped out really fast. We don't decide to shield that because we know it won't KO us, even though it was extremely close. But now it's Raichu versus Spiritomb, and this is looking really bad, guys. And he gets the attack and defense buff, so that Thunder Punch is not going to finish it off, and that's GG. So that was pretty lucky. Pretty sure if he didn't get that buff, I think we would have killed it with that one Thunder Punch. And we probably would have been able to take the game there, but that's okay. This time we have Gallade versus Lucario, and that's a really positive matchup for me. He's switching to Spiritomb, so we're going to switch into Muck. We don't even need to block any of those. We are going to hit it with a Dark Pulse here to see how much damage this does. And it does a really good chunk, actually. So that's fantastic. And then we're just going to farm it some more for some extra energy. And hit this Alolan Raichu with the Dark Pulse, forcing a shield. And I think we decided to block this. Yeah, because we can get to another Dark Pulse, I believe. Yep, forcing another shield or KOing. And he does shield that as well. So that's really good for us. And now we can just bring in Gallade here with that Leaf Blade to finish off Alolan Raichu. And now all that's left is that Lucario again. And we have Xatu in the back, so this is perfect. We didn't have to block that Power Up Punch, but I was thinking maybe it could be a Shadow Ball, and that would be real dangerous. Shadow Ball from Lucario would one-shot Xatu easily. So yeah, GG's all around this recording so far. I do want to try other things though, to be honest, like Bronzong. I keep hearing so much hype about Bronzong and all these cups that I want to power mine up, but I don't have the rare. I mean, I do have the rare candies, but I don't want to like invest in one. Like I invested in Gallade because I don't know, I like it. It looks cool, and its confusion does more damage, I believe. And it doesn't pick up a weakness to Dark because it's part fighting. So yeah, I don't think it's weak to Dark because of that fighting type part to it. But yeah. Anyways, we have a Alolan Buck here versus Lucario. We're gonna switch out of there ASAP to Xatu here, and we're gonna predict a Shadow Ball, which was a nice solid block from us. He's gonna bring in his own Xatu, so we're gonna fire off this Ominous Wind, dealing a ton of damage. We're gonna block this. Yeah, we're gonna block this because of obvious reasons. We know Lucario is coming back in, and we're gonna hit it with an Air Lace and take the game there. So like I was saying, I do want to try out Bronzong, but I don't know if I want to invest in it. I personally like Gallade a lot. I did actually power up my Hypno last night, so you guys will be seeing some of that. It was a lucky, with Psyshock, so it was somewhat worth the investment. I had to buy the secondary move, and I got Focus Blast first try, so that was a team saver. And here, look at this positive matchup. That Toxicroak will die in 3 hits there. He brings in Mr. Mime, which is actually doing a ton of damage. Unlike the other psychic types, I actually take on a psychic weakness as well due to fighting. So it's like a win-lose with Gallade. Like it takes on like a psychic weakness, but it also makes Dark neutral to it. So it's quite interesting. Here we got a Xatu versus that Lucario there. We're gonna sweep that up. And yeah, we're gonna take that game. I didn't really have time to commentate that, but you guys witnessed what happened there. But yeah, tell me in the comments who you guys think, or who you like using as a confusion user the most. Do you like Gallade for the same reason as me, that it doesn't take on a dark weakness, or do you like running Hypno for its solid bulk, or what? Tell me in the comments below which one you like to use the most. So here we have Gallade versus Skuntank. And yeah, there's no reason to block that flamethrower. We lost that matchup anyways. So we're gonna bring in. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, we're gonna bring in Alolan Muck here. We have to block that flamethrower though, and we're gonna go for some risky energy farming here. We got a little greedy, but it's okay because he brings in Xatu. We're gonna force both shields out immediately. And he's going to switch into Spiritomb. So we're going to be able to get off one more Dark Pulse here and do a ton of damage. And yeah, Muck just put in so much work. It just burned both shields. And it did a ton of damage to that Spiritomb. But it does get off one more Ominous Wind. So that's going to hurt us a lot in the end. And yeah, that Xatu comes back in with Ominous Wind and takes us out. So a little unfortunate for us. But he did save energy with that Xatu, so that was smart. I guess in that scenario, maybe I shouldn't have farmed so much energy with Alolan Muck. But I did force both shields, so that was pretty nice. Now we have Drapion once again versus the Spiritomb. I keep going up against them. I don't see the appeal in this cup. Like, when I was making my meta video for the Nightmare Cup, Spiritomb, I felt like Spiritomb was only good against, like, one or two certain Pokemon. Like, obviously he's good against, like, the Psychic types, but that's about it, I feel like. And yeah, here we got Lucario coming in. We did force a shield with an Aqua Tail there, and now we're going to bring in Toxicroak for the quick sweep. We're going to switch to an Alolan Raichu. I'm tired. We're going to get off this Thunder Punch here. He's not going to block, surprisingly. Maybe he thought he could sweep me with Lucario, but that is certainly not the case. And I think, yeah, we can finish off that Lucario with Toxicroak. And yeah, that's the end of the battles, guys. I hope you all enjoyed those. I've been trying to push out more practice battles, especially for this cup, because now I do also have to focus on regionals and forming my regional lineup. It's gonna be really hard to choose 6 guys. I'm telling you that right now. I do have a couple in mind though. I might be revealing them in a future video, but we shall see on that. But for now, we are going to be uploading more and more of these battles. And probably going to be bringing you some power of videos once again. Like, I do want to show off Raichu some more. I definitely want to show off Toxicroak. I definitely want to show off Gallade, etc., etc. A lot of these Pokemon I find are really interesting. Drapion I just absolutely love too. But yeah, that wraps it up for these battles. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to drop a comment, leave a like, and drop a subscribe. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. And until the next video, guys, I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.